Welcome to another That's What They Said, a podcast where we question the questionable lyrics of your favorite songs. Sarina Morales and Scott Spinelli talking Jenny from the Block by Jennifer Lopez. A girl from the Bronx. What a great idea to add to the list, Scott.
I mean, I wonder which of us picked this one.
Scott Spinelli's suggestion. Oh, it was my suggestion. I have some qualms about the song that we'll
This is a you episode, and I'm happy to cede the floor, but this is one of those ones, like, if there was a song called, like, Danny from the Suburbs, you know,
it would be for Scott Spinelli.
Written by an Italian Jewish man.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I get there's a Puerto Rican on this podcast not named Scott Spinelli, from the Bronx. Yeah, I mean, look, the song put the Bronx on the map, like in Walmarts and in Japan, right? Like the song was everywhere. And Jennifer Lopez is obviously a very talented human being. But like it
seems like there's a Jennifer Lopez sized butt coming here.
Yeah.
The
whole song is her saying, "But I'm still real. I'm still down to earth, even though I went from nothing to something." I'm like, you're dating Ben Affleck. You're making out with him in the music video. Like, what are we doing, J-Lo? Are you an idiot? Like, did you walk into a fire hydrant and I can't get over it. Like, this idea that, oh, I'm so still down to earth. I'm like, when was the last time you went to the Bronx? When was the last time you went to a bodega? When was the last time a rat walked over your foot? And also, she went to Preston High School. This was like a very nice...
I don't know what that is, yeah.
Preston High School is a private all-girls school in the Bronx. I was considering trying to go to the school. I ended up going to Catholic school for 2 years, and then we couldn't afford the school because it was too much money to go to private school in the Bronx. So I went to DeWitt Clinton, a public school, to go to high school. So, like, if you went to high school for 4 years, a private school, like a previous episode, Sean Diddy Combs did, who went to Mount St. Michael, like, you weren't living that badly in the Bronx. Like, there's levels of poverty, and J-Lo, I'm not putting her in a position of like, man, food stamps, man, like, everyone took the train, J-Lo, people took the 6 train all the time. Like, I was a little unimpressed, but you know, I don't know. That was me.
I hope there's more where that came from, because I can't relate to it in the way you can, of course, but I totally get why you'd be frustrated, because it's like, there's this weird, and the song "I'm Real" too, you know, right around this time. That wasn't on this album. I think that was on or was it? That was on J-Lo. Yeah, that was on the album before. But it's like there's this weird, and rappers do this constantly. And frankly, you saw it, like, you know, a lot of it happens in the NBA with a lot of players too, like this need to, like, not let go of the hood or the group, the area you came from, even if in many situations you're not about that life any longer, and you haven't been in a long time, and there's no shame in that. And that doesn't mean you can't send money back, have friends, go see your people, do your thing, build it back up, do whatever you got to do. But like this notion of, like you said, oh, I'm still that person, is so fucking false. It's so ridiculous. I don't know who that's for, because I mean, I guess it's for like
themselves. Yeah, to, like, make them feel better.
I guess I don't know who they're fooling. That's what I don't understand.
Yeah, because you ain't fooling anybody. Again, you put, and we'll get to a music video, but like, you are like, I'm the same person from the Bronx, but I dated P. Diddy and Ben Affleck, and I'm showing that I'm making out with him in my music video. I'm sorry, girlfriend. Ain't nobody from the Bronx making out with Ben Affleck but you. Like, this, and now you're married to him. It's just like,
it's just.
Yeah.
By the way, are we talking rap version or regular version?
I had a feeling that you were going to touch on the rap version. I just stuck to the one that hit the Walmarts and whatnot. The regular.
You'll be surprised to know I don't think I knew there was a regular version up until today.
Oh, funny, yeah. Because I was familiar with the music video.
Are they the same song?
It's the same song. It's just that the locks and
The Locks, yeah. But what I
but
Jadakiss Styles people, what I mean is the beat is the same, right?
same exact thing. Yeah. Right. Yeah. The lot was Styles P and Jadakiss. I was like, who was it
Yeah,
from
yeah,
the locks? Yeah,
yeah.
that's
Okay.
right. So for those that, again, you've heard the song, what was great about this song, and it was an ode to New York City culture, was that it sampled the song "Watch Out" by the Beat Nuts, which
Love
I'm
that.
always like, what a great song, what a good like track. Oh my gosh, like if you that dun 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 dun, that's, I mean, that is, if you are a Puerto Rican or Dominican or someone from New York City, that is your lifelong soundtrack. And for those that don't know anything about the Beatnuts, they were like a hip hop group way back when, like in the 80s. And it was
And
a
90s. And
and
90s.
90s too.
Yeah,
Um,
late 90s. Because I remember listening to some of their stuff. They had a
okay,
song.
okay, okay.
You'll be able to
Um,
pronounce this better than I can, but do you remember the song with Method Man? It was pronounced Say Acabo, Sakabo. I don't know. How do you pronounce that? How do you say that? Say?
se acabó, se acabó.
Yeah, what does that mean? Do you know?
Like that's it. Se
Yeah.
acabó. We're done.
Yeah, that song with Method Man is a banger.
Oh, I mean, and it's kind of sucks. I mean, maybe because they called themselves the Beat Nuts, maybe that's why they never really went like too far. But like, it was a Dominican and a Colombian from New York City. I think one was from like, they were both from Queens. Anyway, that's the beat which makes this song, again. You're like, oh, okay, you got some street cred for using that. I think Fat Joe's used their beat on a song too, right?
I believe so. That sounds right. Yeah.
But yeah, a lot of writers on this song, for a very pretty basic song. I don't know. It was Jennifer Lopez, Troy Oliver, Mr. Deo, Samuel Barnes, and Jean-Claude Olivier. And I'm like, how did that guy get in here writing a song about a girl from the Bronx? I'm not sure, but again, it's cool. You're real. So it's
Well, I think you're real. I think I think the thing with her, right? And I'm not a huge Jennifer Lopez fan, and I don't mean that in a way like in some sort of negative way. I'm just not a fan of hers one way or the other.
yeah.
But um, everybody that I feel like the criticism of her, it makes sense that there's a lot of writers, in other words, because it does seem like um, the Beatnuts song, by the way, is called "Watch Out Now."
Thank
Um,
you.
it does seem like everyone says the same thing about her, which is puts on a hell of a show. Very much, an excellent entertainer,
Yes.
not necessarily a songstress,
Yes.
or a great singer, So,
Yes. I would
uh,
say her time dating Mark Anthony. We could just do a podcast on her dating life, but like when she was married to Mark Anthony, because Mark Anthony has like Pavarotti level voice. I mean, that dude can belt a note. And I feel like her voice got better and her Spanish also got better
as a result,
because
sure.
of being with Mark Anthony. And I feel like people don't credit Mark Anthony enough because they're like, oh my God, J-Lo. And I'm like, no.
Yeah,
Don't ignore this man here.
I do. To that point, um, when she dated Puff Daddy, they did seem very similar in that they're both showmen. Maybe
Yes.
that's her thing, is that she's like, you remember the video game Mega Man? You remember Mega Man
Yes.
where he would steal your powers, and then you got to be that thing? Maybe that's what she
Oh,
is. That like whoever she's with, maybe I don't know her acting career, but perhaps her acting career was better when she was with Ben Affleck, right? Is she back with Ben Affleck now?
yes, she is. They're married now.
He just did that new movie that people like.
You're
All right.
right. And people liked it. You're
Did
right.
they? Yeah. Okay. So there you go. Maybe that's her thing. She gets better at her talents whenever she's around. Like if she dated an NBA player, maybe she'd start playing basketball. You know what I mean?
You're
Who knows?
right.
Yeah.
You're right. That's why she's only dated dancers, singers, and actors. And like,
Yeah. Can't date
yeah.
anybody else.
Wow. Yeah. Jenny from the Block. Yes, there's a remix that has Jadakiss and Styles P on it. It was released September 26, 2002. It was a lead single from her third studio album, This Is Me, ... then, which is confusing as fuck. And it was number 3 on the Billboard Hot 100.
Before we get to any lyrics, I just have to say the album title is just absolutely moronic.
I was
This
like,
is
what? This is
then.
me, ... then.
Yeah. I mean, how about just? I mean, yeah, like This Is Me. Then it's so stupid. I don't even have the energy to really go into it. But basically, like the notion of saying, yeah, this is what I was like. It's like, it's just so lazy of a title.
Well,
And
also because you're then saying that you're the same person now. Well, then this is me still, not this is me then.
This still is the second, the follow-up album. And then another album is coming out after that called This Is Me Later. Yeah. It reminds me.
Oh man, it's so stupid.
It is pretty stupid. I but it also ties into one of the first lyrics I have, which is in her second verse where she says, "From In Living Color to movie scripts to On the Six to J Lo to this." It's like, again, how did this take this many writers to do that? That's literally just a list of what she did.
Yep. Yep.
Those are the names of the 2 albums. That's a show that she was on, and she worked on movies. That's it. Like,
that's why I called out the list of writers. So I was like, hold on a second. You couldn't just, hey, JLo, can you write down your resume for us? I mean,
yes.
Is that her writing like credit? She wrote her resume out for a freaking songwriter. It's so ridiculous. I have an issue with like, don't be fooled by the rocks that I got. Like, where are your rocks? Like, okay, you got your bling or whatever. One, that's BS. Because girl, if you were taking the 6 train and you wore rocks on the train, guess who's not getting off that train with those rocks? You are not. This is so absolutely insane. There was a day on the subway as a kid the mayor takes the subway. It's not like, oh man, you're so tough, you took the subway. We all took the subway. We all had a Metro card. This chick takes the subway. Don't be fooled by the rocks. I had my necklace stolen off of me as a kid. Like, and I was like, where did my necklace go? Like, you don't show up blingy bling when you're taking the subway anywhere. So you, cabecidura, think, oh yeah, don't be fooled by the rocks that I got. I'm still Jenny from the block. Jenny from the block is not street smart. She clearly forgot where she came from, because you don't do that. You're gonna get robbed.
She's not rocking those that jewelry on the subway.
You freaking what? I used to have a little, now I have a lot. Again, like, what scale? Okay, because like, how little did you have? Because the lot is a lot. Like, again, so where did you start?
This is the most fired up you've been in 40
I can't stand it. I couldn't go to Preston High School. I probably have some just like, man, I mean, this is pre-Cardi B. But like, I can't. Yeah, no, it's absolutely ridiculous. Everyone takes the subway. No one wears bling anywhere. You would get mugged still to this day. Yeah. What other lyrics do you have?
I don't have nearly the energy that you do, but I have a line I thought was stupid at the time and stupid now is, I'm real even on Oprah. It's like,
oh, I have that down.
Like, no, you're not. And by the way, no one is. I'm not suggesting that this is a.
We wouldn't be. We'd be like,
my name is Scott, and I'm from like, I'm not. Yeah, I'm doing the robot, of course. There's no, actually, that'd be the realest version of me if I just. Yeah, the whole idea of like, she's so real that she keeps it 100 when she's on Oprah. It's like, no,
I don't think so.
No, you don't. You absolutely do not.
No. Yeah, no, I'm down to earth like this, rocking this business. Rumors got me laughing, kid. I'm like, do they have you laughing? I don't know about that either. Like,
where is that lyric? Because I'm looking for that right now. Because when I heard that lyric,
got me laughing, kid. I love my life and my public. Put God first, and can't forget to stay real.
See, now for that lyric, to me, I didn't hear that correctly. I didn't know that it was rumors got me laughing. I thought it was rule has got me laughing.
Oh,
like
Ja Rule.
Like Ja Rule's to say to him, like,
baby.
Don't worry about it. It's all good. Yeah, like, don't worry about it. It's all good. And rule has got me laughing is what I thought.
Got it. Yeah, rumors. I'm like, again, so you're aware of the rumors. You're aware of what's going on. So you can't be that real. But yeah, the part where she's like, put God first and can't forget to stay real. To me, it's like breathing. Breathing, it should not be thought about at all. Like I don't go, oh, I should breathe now. That's
Yeah.
not.
Honestly, I make fun of this though for people who wear Apple Watches. I think about this same thing though, that like, yeah,
Yes.
where it's like, oh, you haven't stood up in a while. It's like, I have to say, as a quick aside, the last thing I think people should need are Apple Watches, right? Like, we don't have enough data and bombardment in our lives that every so often you're going to get zapped by a watch that tells you, hey, by the way, breathe, or hey, by the way, stand up. And people are like, no, I want this. It's like, all right, more for you.
Also,
But Jennifer Lopez's version of an Apple Watch would be every 20 seconds is about it zaps her and says, keep it real.
keep
Make
it
sure you stay
real.
real. It's been 20 minutes since you kept it real. So you have to keep it real.
So ridiculous for all those people. And some French guy sounds like he's got a very French name to be writing this song is the most hysterical thing in all the world. I can't.
I don't really think, sorry, I don't really think there's a lot in terms of the rapper verses because they're kind of just repeating what she says.
Right. Yeah.
They add a
They
fun
have nothing else to go off of because she doesn't.
She's not from the block.
She's not that, like, I never was like, wow, J-Lo's thug. Like that, and that's where I will say I do appreciate Jennifer Lopez because the Bronx for so long was only associated with hip hop, hip hop, hip hop.
Sure.
Jennifer Lopez was like the first person that went into the pop culture sphere that was from the Bronx. Like even Cardi B, she still does hip hop, right? But I mean, Sotomayor is a woman from the Bronx who made it to the Supreme Court. But like you've got three people I'm talking about, just the two of them kind of, J-Lo was a little more on the classier side.
Yeah, and on the again, just to be good to be known for something other than what it's always good to be known for something different, for sure.
Yeah. It's just like cool. Like it would have been like, that's cool that a girl from the Bronx got out, is now dating Ben Affleck or whatever. You got your music, your whatever. Like it could have been like, I'm thankful, not I'm real. Like just there's a gratitude versus I'm lying to myself, sort of.
The
You could have chosen.
The name of the song is called "I'm Thankful."
I don't know. That was a failed version that never was released.
The B-side.
The B-side.
I'm thankful.
Oh my God. You want to talk about this music video?
I mean, from what I didn't watch.
Ben Affleck doesn't. He regrets it.
Is that right?
Yeah, he regret. He was like, this ruined my career, which is hilarious because then they got married. But then
I'm thinking of a different music video. I don't remember this music video then. No.
Ben Affleck is like in it a lot, where they're like making fun of the fact that paparazzi is always on Jennifer Lopez and like they're kissing. I mean, he's in the entire music video, which is just so weird because like, isn't Ben Affleck like a Boston fan? So now again, a New Yorker would never associate themselves with a person from Boston. It's like Yankees, Red Sox. What are we doing? Like you're so.
I'm thinking of the video for "I'm Real." That's the video.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I don't remember this Jenny from the Block video. I'm gonna have to watch this after.
Oh my God, you're gonna vomit. You're gonna throw up. So, good luck with that.
I'll eat dinner and then vomit it all up after this video.
It's so bad. I can't wait for you to text me after. Final thoughts.
I mean, all things considered, still a catchy ass song.
It's still a catchy song.
When I looked at this on the list, I thought to myself, okay, this is her song. I need to hear you unload on this, and you came through.
Thank you. Ugh.
I don't blame you. This would bother me if I was you too. Same way. Frankly, if we grew up if it was reversed, I'd probably say the exact same thing. I completely get it.
Thank you for validating my
childhood.
I appreciate it.
I hope you're not. I'm not trying to be like condescending.
No,
I mean it sincerely. I get exactly why this would annoy you.
Yeah, like I'm ready to like take my hoop earrings off and go fight an invisible girl who's not real. Like I just like
She was real.
She was. My only question that I throw out to the ether is just like, I wonder how people who are not from New York City, because like you're Jersey, you're like adjacent, but like a person from Albuquerque, a person from Japan, a person from somewhere that like is very unfamiliar with the 6 train, the subway, New York. Like, how was this song received to those
My sense is that most people group all of New York as one big thing. They don't differentiate the boroughs.
Yeah.
And that they classify it as like an other urban thing. And
Mm.
they don't question whether or not she's from there, because why wouldn't she be? You know what I mean?
Right.
If she says so, she is. I think about this all the time when I watch SNL, where they do jokes that are just like about New York shit. And I'm like, who is this for? Like, if you don't like what, I don't know. So yes, I think that's a fair question. Yeah.
You're right. Huh. I know that you have no idea, but the Bronx isn't all, thugs and gangsters, but we will throw up the BX sign to end this episode, if that's what they said. Thank you for giving me this. We created a platform so I could just go off on J-Lo for just 2 minutes.
Yeah, we waited 47 weeks to get into this, but yes.
Shout out to all those from the Bronx. And that's another episode. Catch us on YouTube, Spotify, iTunes. Catch you on another time.